Hello guys, this is Guari and today I'm gonna talk about my performance in Perfect Circle Monthly 2. In this Perfect Circle tournament, which is a monthly that happens every month, I played Winbit, which is basically Wind Aggro, and it's like a new deck in this format. It's never been played. I think these decks exist, but like a meme deck for fun deck in God format. I think it was called Wind Aggro, and I just revisited it in the Perfect Circle version because I think, like in this format, the power level is really low. So I think that some God format decks that in God format are just fun decks can be competitive here, especially if they receive support. So this is basically a God format deck. We have the RPs. No, RP Queen is not a good format, but we have Kamakiri, Warrior Lady, Morphing Jar, Rising Air Current, the field spell that boosts all wind monster by 500 attack points. But the new cards are that exist all in Perfect Circle are RP Queen, Anterol, and maybe DD Warrior, I think. Yeah, and Winged Rhinos. This is, I think, the cards that make this deck competitive, especially Winged Rhinos and Anteror. Anteror is basically a dupe frog for wind monsters. If you have two of them, basically they can be targeted for attacks, and they also become really big because for every wind monsters, including itself, it gains 500 attack points. So if you have two wind monsters, it goes to 2000 attack. If you have three, it goes to 200, 2500 attack. So it becomes so big really easy. And then we have Winged Rhinos, which is a card that is especially popular in Chainbeat from Edison format, but it's also here. And basically, every time a trap card is activated, we can decide to chain it to bounce it back to the end. So we dodge cards like Bottomless, Ransom, Mirror, Dimensional Prison, and so that's why this card is really good, especially when paired with RP Lady 1 or other boosters like the Philspa. It becomes a big monster that it's basically immune to prison, basically immune to traps. So yeah, that's kind of strong. For the rest, the deck is basically an aggro deck, a control deck. We have three Icarus, which are really, really, really strong. Some people said that this card is bad in Perfect Circle because decks don't set too much, but no, yeah, this card is strong. That's not much to discuss about it. Then Prison, Dash, Shoot, the Traps, Free Soul and Judgment, which is really, really great. Two Noblemen of Crossout because this format people set a lot of monsters. So it's kinda good, especially against Perfect Circle Spy, but it's also good against decks like Gladiator Beast because they tend to set their Oplamus, so it's a really versatile card. Yeah, it's great. Then in the side 3DD Crow for Perfect Circle and Volcanic, Frida's Tornado, Soul Taker, Heavy Storm, DD Warrior for Recruiters, Marshmallow, Spirit Reaper, and Big Monsters. One Mobius discard mainly for the Barn matchup in order to have more Romula. Two Bottomless for the uh, the Gladiator Beast matchup. And three store the Ladybug of Doom, also this for the Gladiator Beast matchup because we flip it because usually GB tend to do Secutor summon to monster and doesn't go straight into the Heraclinos. So buttons like on Oplomus and Laquari. So we have to for Ladybug we can blow up their field. We can destroy their field, so it's an unexpected card, and it's also useful against rhinos. Anyway, it's not that bad as a card. Then what else? Oh yeah, let's go to see the other decks at the top. We have Macro Monarch, Buffer Circle Monarch, and Chainbit. Uh, Also, Chainbit is a new deck in Perfect Circle. It exists in Edison, but in Perfect Circle it's never been played before, and it's playable now because we have Yatagarasu, which is a card that has been released during Perfect Circle format. So before it wasn't legal, and so the deck was much less powerful. Like it could be played, but free Yatagarasu makes the difference for chain building. It's another cool deck also because there is a Miraculous Robust. Oh, it doesn't. Let me explain. It has the same value of accumulated fortune, so you have to activate as a chain for higher, and you special summon a monster from any graveyard. So it's really good to steal opponents this commander. So yeah, also this deck is really great. It went undefeated in Swiss and then lost to me in semifinals. It went 5-0, and yeah, this deck is fast. I lost to it also during Swiss. In fact, my Swiss performance wasn't that good. I ended up I was last with the 3 wins, 2 losses, but then luckily the deck uh, luck changed, and I was able to win the tournament. Yeah, I lost against both of these, and during Swiss against Macro Monarch and Chainbit, and the 3 decks I defeated in during Swiss are all Perfect Circle, I think, all Perfect Circle Monarch, and I lost against these two. So okay, I think that we're gonna see a replay of the semifinals for now for me, and the finals I'll show them in another video. Okay, for my library locks. Okay, one moment. Okay, so now, okay, I start with the pre-queen, so in judgment set. I didn't set 2 because Storm exists, so if I lose 1, it's okay. His hand is monsterless, but it's not bad because it has Yatagara, so it has accumulated fortune and it can activate. It also has mirror force. Okay. Alright. Finger Rhinos attacks. I think now it's gonna activate, yeah, mirror force, but we save it. And they do Solemn Judgment. Okay. Rhinos attacks. Okay. But they do Solemn Judgment. Okay. He did the Channeling 4. On me, you trying to steal my RP Queen targeted by Call of the Haunted with Miraculous Rebirth, but I changed Solid Judgment, so I was able to summon my monster, and his Reno got back to hand. His hand is another okay, bottomless, but it's dead against Rhino, and I'm just gonna attack. 3-7 damage, 37 damage. Set book, okay, another dead draw. Okay, bottomless. Now I set everything because I thought it was a morphing jar, and it was a risky move because, like, if he drew a storm, I would have been in a really bad spot. But luckily, it doesn't. Yeah, and it's and a trooper that's gonna be prisoned. Yeah, so this game is ours. Okay, heavy storm. Okay, it was a 1-for-1 trade. Happy queen attacks, I have vehicles, defense and judgment. So yeah, it's good. He kept nobleman, I guess, for Kamakiri, and because I usually maybe remembers the DD warrior that I said. So yeah, okay, it makes sense. Even if I would have side out, I don't like it much against Mount. Okay, that's Tornado is gonna snipe one, and Eagle is gonna snipe the others. Okay, now I'm going aggro. Oh, that draw. Yeah, this deck crumbles if you're able to destroy the trap cards in the end phase or anyway the turn they're set because it can't get the chain leaks to activate its value cards like Miraculous Rebirth and for accumulate fortune. Okay, it's UMSC. I'm not yo. My monsters are safe. Okay, it tries to MST premature, but I have Icarus. But its monster is safe. I would have tried to set accumulate fortune as a bait because I would have dusted it. So his torrents would have been safe. So yeah, maybe that's a mistake, I think. Because now I'm free to beat over and after all is 2003, 2004 is a 5 plus 300 from RP Lady. So it's a really big beater. It's gonna cut his life points. We have Mirror Force and it's over. Uh, okay, let's see also my finals match. Gas can play. Didn't last much that one against WDR. I think that the semifinals didn't do a great favor in showing how strong Chainbeat is because the deck is really strong. Not joking. It went 5-0 because of reasons. Because of a reason, it's strong. Okay, it starts with Golem Sentry, which is not a bad card. It's a nice start. 1008, it's a nice start in Purple Circle because there's Cyber Dragon that goes over, but there isn't Sirocco, there isn't Shurite Kalut, there aren't many monsters that can go over 1008. Uh, and it basically bounce monsters, but only if it's flip summon, so it doesn't work when it's flips face up by battle. Okay, yeah, Torrential. Maybe this Torrential was a mistake, I think. Maybe I'm gonna lose this game, I don't remember. But yeah, maybe this Torrential was a mistake. I should have waited. I remember I did a bad Torrential. I don't know if was this one. Probably yes, but I don't remember. Okay, it's still on life points. Some Cyber Dragon is gonna be prisoned. Another Cyber Dragon can attack is okay. Thankfully, I did that. Okay, now this match I don't think I'm gonna lose it. Like you see, it was really useful. Double Kamakiri into Anterol and Arculeti 1, so I can beat over Cyber Dragon easily. That's really, really strong. Oh, I, Solemn Judgment on Breaker is crazy. Yeah, I did a lot of crazy Solemn Judgment because like they were bad, I guess. Prison or pulling the rug. Yeah, in this format, a lot of people still main pull in the rug because for a long time this format in the top you will see only perfect circle. So people like meta game in the sense that they would main cards that are usually side cards. So but it's a bad strategy when the meta becomes more diverse and other strong decks emerges. So yeah, pulling the rug, I think this card is gonna be definitely a side deck card in the future. Yeah, at the moment I don't feel like it deserves a space in the main. It's definitely good as a side card because it's good against Monarch, against Volcanics, uh, against what else? Well, now I don't remember, but it's okay as a side card. But in main, just bad. Mirror Force. Okay, nice. Yeah, thankfully. This is. Yeah, on 4 and 6. And I win. Okay. Yeah, no, it drew two-dimensional fissure, and that's a problem of Macro Monarch. Like, I don't like this deck because in order to enable DD Survivor, he has to play a lot of cards that are strong, but that can become dead quite easily. So the three-dimensional fissure from Macrocosmo, they're strong all you want, but if you draw multiple of them, they're gonna stay dead. Okay, I think this game I'm gonna lose it. I started strong, but yeah, this was the bad torrential. I think I should have just bottomed and waited because unlike now, yeah, yeah, I just can't do. I should have because torrential should have been used on that on survivor. Now I have a prison bottomless which do nothing against survivor, and so survivor is can just be free. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to replace Dimensional Prison with Sakuretsu or Whispered Ruin because in the end you don't want to banish a lot of like it's good against Tangan but otherwise Sakuretsu and Whispered Ruin fills the same role. Okay, so book here and my book lose. No, green cap and it's just over. Yeah, too much advantage. Yeah. Reno, which is a 2003, it's really got it. Fisher, okay, no, yes, okay, that's Tornado. And I'm gonna negate that's Tornado because I want Reno to be 2003. And then I use the Tornado on his Fisher, so the Survivor is gone, or he Barsat, but I was lucky. I drew Nobleman. The only Nobleman because the other one I set it out. But I thought, yeah, it's okay to manage. Yeah, I was lucky. Morphing jar, which was unexpected, and it did a number of me. Okay, dimension official, book of moon. My book of moon is gonna save me from dying to Reno, and I booked the DD Survivor because DD Survivor doesn't work if it's destroyed face down during battle phase, even if it gets flipped face up during the damage step, but it has to be face up at the start of the damage step to activate that effect. Otherwise, it won't work. So I get more damage, but this DD Survivor is dead. But no, yes, Roar is saved. Icarus, yes, Solemn Judgment, but I have Prison. Bottomus, and this is a army I fought a bit because I like. Yeah, this was the. I was worried about him. Like Rhino would have beaten over, but I didn't know what was this card. So it was. I was conflicted about gain tempo advantage and doing a greedy play and inflicting the last damage, but and conserving the bottomless because maybe this card will work was something good would have stopped me, and then I would have been without defense, and if he drew rise, yeah, I would have lost. Luckily, it was nothing, and like he summoned Saber Dragon as a way to protect himself. So I think maybe it was obvious. Harpy Queen. Yeah, I was worried on Mirror Force, but he didn't have it. Oh, he would have drawn Storm. So yeah, it was definitely a good move to use Bottomless because he would have done Storm. Ah no, he could. No, okay, it was. I think it was over for him yet. For him, yeah. Okay, guys, and this is my performance. Let's see a moment to break down the format of the tournament. We had 7 circle from Diamond Dew Turbo, which is basically a reasoning gate from GOT, but in perfect circle, are using the Destiny Drone engine. Uh, 2 Machine Beat, which is basically Saber Drago with Jinso, Lady, I don't remember, Cyber Lady, no, what would say? Cyber Phoenix, yeah. 1 Gladiator Beast, 1 Macro Monarch, 1 Wheat my deck, 1 Mill, and 1 Chain Beat. And top 4 was 1 Chain Beat, 1 Beat, 1 Macro Monarch, and 1 Perfect Circle. So basically, the list 3 of the least represented deck made in top 4, while Perfect Circle among 7, only 1 made it and didn't went into the final. This was the Perfect Circle Monarch list, and I think it's quite good as a list. It doesn't have Spy, and I think that's because maybe he realized that people would be a nobleman, or people would and in fact in this I play 2 and Chainbit plays 1, so uh, Spy it's I think it's more risky now that Nobleman see more space in decks compared to a card like DD Crow. I think Nobleman is better than DD Crow in this format, and DD Crow was another card that people made due to the Perfect Circle Mirror Match. But if you're not Perfect Circle, you need to have ways to deal with big wall monsters. So Cards like Nobleman are better than the crew, also because they clear cards like Spirit Reaper and other stall monsters. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to main a little Gladiator Beast engine in the deck, in control decks, because so you have a way to clear Royal Decree with Bestiary and stall monsters like Spirit River, Marshmallow, and Recruiters with Murmillo. So yeah, I think it's gonna be an evolution of the control formats, well, various control formats, but with a Gladiator Beast engine. No, then else, what else to say? I had a lot of fun. The format, I think it's promising because I think the format is gonna be more diverse in the future. Like this top four is already diverse. We are four different decks, but I mean, the other events, in the other events, usually it was mostly Perfect Circle, but I think it was because of the name format syndrome. Like basically, this format is named Perfect Circle, so people just went to play Perfect Circle because they thought it was the best deck and that other decks couldn't keep up with the deck. But uh, I think this tournament show that there are strategies, many other strategies that can do well against Perfect Circle. I also have other hidden games that probably I will play in the next tournament that are just good against Perfect Circle. Maybe are even better. I don't even know is if at the end, uh, when the format sees more play and there are more players, if Perfect Circle Monarchs is gonna still be one of the favorite deck or one of the best deck in the format because it has its issues like it can break. It has issues when you cut its legs. So basically, when you banish Malicious, you get rid of its tribute fodder so it can summon these big monsters, and so yeah, it's gonna suffer. It has its weaknesses, so it's definitely a beatable deck, and there are lots of strategies that are just waiting to be played and even discovered. Like I think I already discovered a lot of strategies already, and I think they're gonna be meta. Okay, guys, this is the end of this video. If you want to play this format, we play it every month in the Perfect Circle server. If you go on this page and click on community, yeah, it's not a bug. It's just that the Discord before was for Vegas. Now it changed. It's called Perfect Circle format, Vegas format. They changed from Vegas format to Perfect Circle format because basically there was already Firewater format Discord, so it was conflicting to have two different formats. People weren't playing Vegas much, so I wanted to play Perfect Circle, and I just converted the whole format to Perfect Circle format, even if there are still channels to discuss Vegas format decklist we used from 2014. Okay, guys. So if you want to play this format, you know where to find the tournaments, and a tournament is gonna happen in the format library Discord in a few days. It will be multi-days, and it will start on the 1st of June. So join the format library Discord and join the tournament. See ya, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have questions, doubts, write them in the comments. I'll answer there. Bye bye.